Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at pushgapradio.com.
Pushgapradio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Pushgapradio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
Pushgapradio.com. Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Hey, from Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth. Pushgap Radio.
Ooh, girl, you can't hear how Dallas, Fort Worth works. This is Jackie.
What up, y'all? This is Jackie
Of Shaka Ford 1 and the main event show.
Goes a little something like this.
Shaka Ford 1 and the main event with me, Wnba Jackie up. Heard exclusively on Pushgap Radio. Giving you true scoops.
And it goes a little something like this.
PushGapRadio.com in Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
And it goes a little something like this.
Pushgapradio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet station.
And it goes a little something like this.
PushGapRadios.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome to another episode of Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. Here's to Joe Louis this week, Dallas, Fort Worth. Reparations. Ain't it about time to cut the check? We'll get into that. The Royals that you love so much. 5 things we're going to tell you about them. The racist history of tipping. Tell you some things perhaps you didn't know. And Stacey Dash. Now she wants her black card back. And at the top of the hour, the Jackie O Entertainment Report. Winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you're doing better than you've done before. We're Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O on the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio. It's Rubber Buggy Baby Boomer Radio. Pushgap Radio. Dallas, baby. PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome to another edition of the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio. It's Shaka 4-1 in the main event, of course, with Jackie O. What's the business, little mama?
Hello, everybody.
No. No.
Welcome to this week's show, everybody.
You sound like somebody's old auntie. You sound like. So what's popping? How are things going?
Oh, things are going just absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much.
And we'd like to give a big shout out to Spectrum.
Yes, that's why everything is going so well. Everything is connected. All of our Wi-Fi is working absolutely
blazing along. Now, Spectrum sucks. All right, but
as we give them praise.
But what have I been telling you though? Our modem is headed for a while. We got our modem the last time the Dallas Cowboys won a Super Bowl.
Stop lying.
But now it's clicking along, man. I told you our modem was.
Our old one was. They told me we've had it since 2017. I knew we had it for a while. I just didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, we just want to thank you, Spectrum. Spectrum's the only game in town in our area.
Yeah.
So, you know, kind of makes you miss AT&T a little bit, even though AT&T raises your bill every month and you ain't done a damn thing.
I know. AT&T charge taxes on top. They tax your taxes.
Yeah, just for being in the game is how they get you. Before we get started, lost another great one on last week. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, the great middleweight champion, passed away at the age of 66. He stopped Tommy Hearns in a fight that lasted less than 8 minutes, yet was so epic that it still lives on in boxing lore. 2 years later, he was so disgusted after losing a decision to Sugar Ray Leonard that he felt was stolen, he claimed, by the judges, that he never fought again. One of the great middleweights in boxing history, Hagler died on Saturday at the age of 66. His wife, Kay, announced his death on the Facebook page for Hagler's fans. And Hagler was just an amazing fighter. That's back when boxing was boxing, man. Now, his record, he was born Marvin Nathaniel Hagler, May 23rd, 57 in Newark, New Jersey. Passed away March 13th at the age of 66, 2021 in New Hampshire. He was a southpaw, means he's left-handed. And his boxing record, Total fights, 67. Total wins, 62. Wins by knockout, 52. 3 losses and 2 draws. So we just want to tip our hat to the greatness that's Marvin Hagler, because then last week, the week before, we lost the greatness that was Joe Frazier,
yeah. Now, Thomas, he and Thomas Hitman Hearn throughout all these years remained very, very close.
Right.
And Hearns actually went on to Instagram prior to his death even being announced. Okay. And he reported that Hagler had been admitted to the hospital because of effects from taking the vaccine.
See.
And so now... that, you know, everybody's going to be looking, because they're kind of saying that his wife also kind of corroborated that. But since then, though, they've removed it. But it's like it's too late. It's out there now.
Yeah. And then you recall over the weekend, we watched the reporter down there. What was that, Houston? She died, the black lady, after she had taken the shot. Her husband's trying to find out what is going on with that. Time now for your PushGapRadio.com celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthdays this week, March 15th. Sly Stone. We looked at him over the weekend. Bootsy Collins in Parliament. Yeah. They landed the mothership. Sly Stone turned 78 years old. Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin. I'm a diehard Chicago Bears fan, but I love greatness. Eddie, a brother. Mike Tomlin turns 49, and Will.i.am on March 15th turns 46 years old. March 16th, Public Enemy rapper Flavor Flav will be 62. Basketball great Blake Griffin turns 32. Movie actor Clifton Powell. I love Clifton Powell. Boy, I saw one time
he's
he put
a great actor. 2
F's in his name, then he turned around and took it out. Clifton Powell, one of the greatest actors in the ADOS community, turns 65, and Igiana Alexis turns 25. I figured you probably know her. March 17th, no, Tamar Braxton turns 43. I'll put a picture in for you on the video.
Good, I know Tamar.
Shut up, Jackie. March 7th, you shut up. March 17th, look. Shut up, Jack. March 17th, Tamar Braxton turned 43. Nat King Cole would have been 102 March 17th. Movie actor John Boyega turns 29. Rob Kardashian will be 34. And actor Kurt Russell, March 17th, turns 70 years old. March 18th, rapper, movie actress Queen Latifah will be 51. Actress Vanessa Williams turns 58. March 19th, Fred Berry. Used to pop lock and used to be on
Soul Train. He used to be on Soul Train, and then he was on What's Happening.
All right, I'm talking here, Jackie. Fred Berry turns 70. TV actress Yandy Smith
from Love and Hip Hop
turns Boogaloo. And Loretta Mary Aiken, better known as Moms Mabley, March 19th, would have been 127 years old.
Her real name was Jackie. Ha! Yes, Jackie Moms Mabley. Yes, I lost my mind last week. I didn't tell my baby of the whole family happy birthday. My youngest granddaughter, Jaya, she was 7 on March 9th.
Man, Jaya party like a rock star. Last night she
did.
Is you telling her.
And her granny didn't tell her happy birthday. Well, so happy belated birthday, Jaya. Yeah. And then...
like Jaya listens in. It's like 12 people listen to us. Come on.
One of my first loves, Taisha Nooney, will be 44.
What's her last name?
On today. Layman. Yes.
In layman's terms.
Layman. And she's 44 on today, actually, March 15th. Happy birthday, Nooney.
That's what that is. The greatness that is Eddie Murphy coming to America. If you want to check out our review, go to YouTube and go to the makings of Push Gap Radio. Eddie Murphy will be inducted into the NAACP Image Awards Hall of Fame, and the NAACP revealed that the legendary entertainer, film icon, and 2-time Image Award recipient will be inducted into the acclaimed NAACP Image Awards Hall of Fame during this year's ceremony. I don't know about all that acclaim stuff, but the Hall
he was good in his time. In his
No.
prime.
The NAACP called themselves acclaimed. We're getting into reparations
They
in
were
the show.
too in their prime.
Well,
back in the day.
we getting into reparations, and I want to see where the hell they are on that. But the Image Award Outstanding Female Artist nominee Jasmine Sullivan will perform along with Maxwell to celebrate the 25th anniversary of his debut album, Urban Hang Suite, during the 52nd NAACP Image Awards, airing live on BET on Saturday, March 27th at 7 Central. So kudos to Eddie.
Yes, congratulations. He definitely deserve it.
Kudos to Eddie, because our that brother there to me, he laid it down. Again, we've heard a lot of different things about Eddie so far as how people didn't like the Coming to America.
He's very talented.
You were looking for Wakanda. All right? And this ain't Wakanda.
No.
It's Zamunda.
Right.
My prince from Zamunda.
And even at that, even though it wasn't, all out like Wakanda, it still had some teachable moments in there.
Yes.
You just had to really pay attention and know what to look for in order to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, just like the respect that they gave to the elephant.
Babar.
In that one scene. That actually.
In both movies.
Yeah, that meant a lot. And there were certain things in both movies that happened in both movies.
Right.
That there was some significance of it. But you would really have to know the original one in order to see it and appreciate it with the second one. But again, it was a generational gap with who liked it and who didn't.
Like the Rocky Horror Picture Show for white folks. Coming to America and Fridays for us, fam. Should Republicans refuse to accept their STEMI checks? Since they can't accept or admit that Biden is the new and fairly elected president of the U.S., shouldn't they just send those stinking, fake, hoax-ass checks back to the U.S. Treasury? Still waiting on my STEMI. For those of you who get the STEMI. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't got my first check. They say they sent out checks over the weekend. I was sitting yesterday, Sunday, over by the mailbox waiting on the mailman. They talking about, mail don't run on Sunday. That's all right. I'll be here when he get it tomorrow. Where my STEMI?
There's some kind of paperwork that you have to do. You have to file it with your taxes now, something if you didn't receive yours, they were saying. So you might want to look into that.
That ain't what I'm talking about. We deal with that when we get to that bridge. Right now, give me the STEMI. Give me the STEMI. Give me the stimulus. Give me the... Yeah, send me my STEMI, man. People need that money. What's $1,400 going to do? You so damn in debt. And then if you was here doing the storm in Dallas, what is $1,400 going to do? You still trying to recoup it.
Because some people's light bill was more than that. And then the water bills were accelerated. And then the electric companies have the audacity to say, even though they know they overcharged everybody, that they're not going to adjust any.
Did you check our deal?
No,
that would have been on Saturday.
Yeah, that would have been,
When we come back on the Bangin'est podcast on your urban internet radio dial, the Royals, 5 things you need to know about them since y'all want to get all into their business. Reparations. Cut the check. We're going to break that down for you. You ever wondered where tipping came from in America? We'll give you the racist history of that and the Jackie O Entertainment Report at the 3rd. Better said in the hour. Also coming up is the Mac Man, J Mac with sports. Banging his thing in the game. PushGapRadios.com. We want to give me the STEMI. Give me the STEMI, baby. I got to get my STEMI, mine. See, well, we have had the STEMI already if Trump was still in, you think?
Yes, because now one thing about Trump, he may have been doing a lot of stuff, but he's giving you the stimulus money.
Give you the STEMI. Shaka 401 in the main event with Jackie O. Banging this thing on the internet dial. We're at PushGapRadios.com.
Dallas, baby.
Shaka 401 in the main event with Jackie O. We're internet famous, just not real life hot. We're PushGapRadio.com.
Yountville, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Something like that.
Shaka Ford won in the main event with me, the Queen B, Jackie up. Heard exclusively on Push Gap Radio. Giving you true scoops.
And it goes a little something like that.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Well. Guess who want to get back in the family? But I think they kind of clueless. Okay, they might as well do what they've been doing and make a dash. All right. Stacey Dash wants to get her black card back because Stacey Dash thought she was white until she got down to the police station and wrote down on the damn paperwork that she was a white woman. So now she got her nigga wake up call, and now she wants to date black guys again. You 54 years old, okay, and black men wasn't crap, this, that, and the third, and people just people, huh, boo? Anybody will screw you over, an Arab, an Asian, a black guy, a white guy. Anybody will screw you over. It ain't about skin color who will screw you over. People are people. You say you don't like white people, but come on, all white folk ain't bad. Say you don't like niggers, but come on, all niggas ain't bad. Say you don't like sticks, but you know, Jose my boy. Anybody will screw you over. Anyone will break your heart. So that mentality.
Yeah, she's been out there. She said, though, that what people don't understand is that for the last 4 years that she was a angry conservative black woman, and she's not angry anymore.
Oh, really?
And so she's had an awakening. She said because everybody was upset for her supporting Donald Trump.
Yes.
But she said that her awakening came on January 6th.
Wait a minute, because I want to make sure I'm correct here. Her awakening or her nigga wake up call?
She said her awakening.
Okay, we'll use her.
Her awakening came on
right.
January 6th when they stormed the Capitol. She was like, at that point in time, she disassociated herself with Donald Trump and anything that have to do with him. So now she wants to apologize to everybody because, she feels like now she made a bad decision and she wants everybody to forgive her for making that bad decision and wants everybody to know that she is a changed woman.
Now, she got dropped from over there at Fox in 2017 and not offering specifics. Dash told the Daily Mail in a combination of video and print remarks that she was sorry. Things that I did say that I should not have said them the way I said them, Dash explained. They were very arrogant, prideful, and angry. And that's who Stacey was, speaking in the third person. And that's not who Stacey is now. How many Stacys do we have? Stacey's someone who has compassion and empathy. As for her time at Fox News, Dash said it was her job to support the right-wing narrative. I'm not a victim of anyone. Working at Fox at the time was my job. I did my job from the place I was at. Stacey now would never work for Fox. Really, hindsight 2020 would never work for a news network or be a news contributor. How about no one probably wants you? Now you're not angry because you're broke. Okay, you ain't got time to be angry when you're broke. You can when you go to bed, but you're burning a lot of time because you gotta go to sleep because you gotta go to work tomorrow. You angry. Now you want your... No. In 2021, we're not giving back black cards. No.
And she's Dame Dash's cousin. First cousin at that.
Yeah.
But he kind of distancing himself
you damn skippy.
From her when she started all this
I ain't trying to be all up in there.
Years ago.
Exactly. So, that Stacey, that's what you get, mommy. That's what you get. You think it's sunny on the other side. You're not an honorary white person. You're just not. I mean, I can't help you, sweetie. No, you can't get back in. Too late in the game. You've hit the wall, as they say, okay? Jackie,
and that has kind of been a consensus, too.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, nope, no.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, boy, on okra.
Yep.
Had them racism charges leveled over there. And Meghan acting like she don't know what the hell going on. And then Oprah's just as shocked. Oh, you think it was race? No, Oprah, it wasn't race. You so damn disconnected you wouldn't even catch on to what was going on. Then they talked about... little Archie was going to come out like Flavor Flav.
That's crazy.
Because they was concerned about the color of the baby.
That's sad. But yeah, I mean, but that's what showed their racism when they came out and said that
about the baby.
The baby was not going to have any protection.
Archie ain't done nothing to nobody.
The baby was not going to, and this is before he was even born. So they of course was concerned about how dark his skin may possibly be.
I understand that, but let's bag up. I'm for the people. ADOS to the heart and soul. Little white baby in England, that baby ain't done nothing to nobody. Mm-hmm. Archie ain't done nothing to nobody. You know what? I couldn't do my seed that. I'm the king. The king. Not right now. I'm talking to my son, the prince. I make the rules. I'm not about that. But see, they don't want that nigga blood in there.
Well, right, because that's what they were saying at the very beginning when they they had several conversations with Harry, apparently.
Right.
And they told him the baby was not going to have a title. And they tried to make it seem like
Archie and the new baby ain't gonna have a title.
Archie nor the baby, new baby will have a title. They were not going to have any protection as far as security.
Right.
And the baby had already been getting death threats. And
baby?
Yes, the baby had gotten death threats before he was even born.
And I can't let you do a baby that. And the baby is pure. Understand something. Mm-hmm. Racism isn't in your DNA. It's taught. The baby ain't done nothing, fam.
Right.
Baby.
And so that's why he went to his dad, and his dad at one point stopped talking to him.
Right.
And he refused to help at all. And this is his grandchild that he is refusing to help, knowing that
Charles went kind of through that with Camille, right?
Well, they're saying though not to compare the two because it's a totally different situation.
Right.
Harry stuck by his wife. Diana was on her own.
Yeah.
Charles didn't stick by her. He let her go out.
Let her hang.
And let her, try to make it on her own. But Harry chose to protect his wife and to protect his child. And that's why they came to the United States. Tyler Perry is the one that took them in when they got here, gave them somewhere to live, and until they found their own place, and gave them his security to keep them secure. So he did what the royals wouldn't do.
But what's in it for him?
Nothing. He was just being a friend. A philanthropist is what he is.
I let the royals stay in the double.
But Tyler is like that.
He is. He's a very, very compassionate heart. I got to get at the Tyler Perry. You say what you want about the man's art. But him as a man, as I see him, I don't know what's behind the scenes, Tyler P., but from what I see that you do, phenomenal brother.
Because Oprah liked this car that he had one time. I think it was a Rolls Royce. He went and gifted her one, and then gifted Gail one, like the one that he gifted Oprah.
Then you brought up Gail. Here are 5 things I can't stand Gail. But on the other hand, Gail, a Capricorn, I understand the dark side of Capricorn. Here are 5 things for Black America to know about the royals that you love so damn much. Number 1, the royals endorsed slavery. The history of the British royal family is intertwined with slavery. And this guy Hawkins raided African settlements on the West African coast and sold his cargo of African captives in the Spanish Caribbean. Number 2, profits from slavery boosted England's economy. Now, see, this is where Prince Harry and Meghan them is over there, where they got the profits boosting their economy. Profits from slavery boosted England's economy. The Queen of England, who directly sent this pirate Hawkins to get slaves by any means necessary, knew that her country's weak economy needed a boost. The slave trade gave it a boost. Number 3 thing that you need to know about the royals that you love so much. The royal family invested in slavery. Established by the Royal Stuart family in the City of London in 1660, the Royal African Company of England shipped more enslaved African women, men, and children to the Americas than any other single institution during the entire period of the transatlantic slave trade. Number 4 thing about them there royals there, boy. Publicly, slavery was an atrocity. Privately, it was an economic fuel in 2018. Prince Charles said that Britain's role in the slave trade was an atrocity that has left an indelible stain on the world. Yet Prince Charles didn't speak of the royal family's historic ties to slavery. Number 5 thing, hidden shame. British history, according to experts, has been revised to hide ties between the royals and some of the most shameful acts and crimes committed during the final years of the British Empire. A lot of documents were destroyed. So,
and then
the royals, fam.
Some of the other weird stuff about them is when they're having dinner, and whenever the queen stop eating, that means everybody's through.
No.
When she puts her fork down, everybody have to put their fork down. There is no more eating.
I'd have to been gone, fam.
With the boys cannot wear long pants until they're like 8 years old. So from the time they're born up until they're like 8, they have to wear shorts. I mean, they have some weird.
Well, that's cool if you living the life like that. I mean, where they finna be at the playground getting beat up over in the hood? No, they little English
regardless
boys.
Of that, you may not want your child in shorts for the first 7 complete years of their life.
They ain't regular Joe.
They can't even say bathroom or toilet. They have to say either loo or lavatory. I mean, they're very, like with Megan.
I'm gonna incorporate that around here. We're gonna call it the loo.
Megan calls it the firm because it's like an institution. It's ran like a business.
Exactly. Look at all the wealth they've stolen.
When she got there, they took her phone, her keys, her driver's license, her passport. They took everything.
We're coming down to 1 minute. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Seems like every time there's a mass killing by white folks, they're a lone wolf and they have mental issues. What did Megan say she needed?
She needed some mental help,
so
and they would not give her any. They denied her.
All you white folks seem to be mental. I ain't trying to be tripping, but all niggas is crooks and whatever. And there's one thing that I live by, people, and everyone needs to understand this. Be a good American. Keep your racism at home and in your car like the rest of us. I cuss people out. Niggers is niggers when I'm in the car, okay? Asians, whoever cuts me off, okay? At home, I can say it in my car, but out in public, come on, Mom. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, mine, it's just simply an amazing thing. Reparations when we come back. Also, we're going to get into the racist history of tipping, which you didn't know about. And Governor Abbott opens up Texas. This idiot. All right. And I wish I could turn the camera around so that I could show you that Jackie has on a Greg Abbott t-shirt. Back in the thing.
No, you didn't lie.
The main event with Jackie, y'all. Donald Trump supporter, and she loves Greg Abbott.
That's him, y'all.
We're Push Gap Radios. Shout out to KYBNradio.com in Mountain View, California. You know you love the Donald.
Hey, Dr. Ramsey. No, they can tell. You act like the black version of the Donald.
See, you stupid.
Words Malcolm X, the black vote will decide who goes to the White House and who goes to the doghouse. I want to go ahead and say this straight out. Reparations is the issue for black people of the 21st century. Reparations is an umbrella term, but it is the issue. It is time to slay the dragon, and we will accept no alternatives and no substitutes. So let us explain exactly. I want to walk you all through reparations for radicals. Next order of business is who should get paid. Well, there's a very easy metric that we should use in order to quantify that. First and foremost, you must be a black person who is able to trace your lineage back to the plantations. You need to be able to do that. That's what you need to be able to do. That'd be the first thing. Second of all, in your family needs to have identified as black. In my estimation, your family needs to identify as black going back at least 3 generations. If you have ethnically dispossessed yourself, then you are not eligible. Understand that. We're not going to have any $5 Negroes. We're not going to have any scam-freaking Americans. No Rachel Dolezals. No 1/8 Negroes. And I just got in touch with my black roots when I found out the reparations were on the table. We need to have hearings, and you need to be able to validate it. I'm not going to be fighting Jennifer Lopez and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Cardi B. I ain't going to be fighting them for reparations. You chose your side. When it was time to identify, you told us what you were. I respect you for what you said. Now get out my way. They cutting the check.
You just shot to number 1 on your internet radio dial. Shackle Forward 1 in the main event only on pushgapradio.com.
I'm looking for Jackie. Jackie X.
From Duncanville to Richardson and back to Funky Town. From Lancaster to Cedar Hill and even Agtown.
I'm down, eat rude, hit Big T on Sunday to catch Q.
What's going on? This your girl Mozart. I'm here with my girl Jackie O.
Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, is Push Gap Radio.
And now, with your PushGapRadio.com entertainment report.
Oak Cliff, Highland Hills, Pleasant Grove, Keys and Pope. That's a couple hoods that be reppin' for the 214.
Jackie.
Jackie, how you?
What up, y'all? This is Jackie. Oak Cliff in South Dallas, west of Pleasant Grove.
Rep your city. Tell them how you really feel.
Shackle Forward 1 in the main event with me, the Queen Bee, Jackie up. Only on pushgapradio.com.
It's the hottest combination in the urban internet game. Dallas, baby.
So you taking your break, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pushgapradio.com.
Well, it's called a break.
Because when my people break, they break. You understand? Yes, sir. Pushgapradios.com. It's the Jackie O Entertainment Report. Get them.
Janet Jackson is back. Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Tell her where she from.
Gary, Indiana. But she was raised in Los Angeles.
Yes.
But yeah, she is.
Where was you born?
She is a Gary, Indiana 219er. But there's going to be a 2-night documentary event. Can't wait to see that.
Now, is that Lifetime or what's going on with that?
It's going to be on A&E. Mm-hmm. They apparently followed her for 3 years.
Wow.
To do this documentary. Right. And it was during the time where she was like at the end of her marriage.
Oh, so yeah. When she got the bag. That's a Gary, Indiana.
She stayed a little bit longer than what she needed to make sure that she fulfilled that prenup.
Janet got that bag.
And, yeah.
Ain't where you live, it's where you're from.
She came out pretty good. But they're going to talk about her and her feelings about what happened with the 2004 Super Bowl controversy.
Come on, man. Really? Y'all dragging that up?
Her father, Joe, the death of Michael. She's going to talk about, since how she feels since becoming a mother and all of that. But hey, think about it. We really haven't heard her side of things on any of those topics.
So are we going to sit there as she whispers through a whole program about how things are going?
And we're going to enjoy it, every minute of it.
Can she channel Michael?
She's also going to be. Why you playing?
Channel Mike, nigga.
Honestly, I think she would be the perfect person to do.
Do what?
What he was going to do for his last
last
concert.
This is it concert.
This is it.
Right.
She is the one person I think can pull off all of those moves and stuff.
Yeah.
She could really do it. Now, they have a nephew, one of Jermaine's sons, sounds, when he sings.
Yeah, I remember you showed this video.
He sounds exactly like Michael.
Yeah, he hot.
So I don't know if he can dance or not, but he would be a good candidate too. I think they should try to pull that off.
I'm going to see. Let me tell you something. I'm going to see anybody. I'd rather be Janet. I don't want to see some unknown, untried, and you ain't hit the chitlin circuit. You got to earn your chops, man. Just because you related to the Jacksons, Michael Jordan got 2 sons play basketball, and they ain't about crap.
No, but this one does sing.
I ain't asked you whether the damn hell he sang.
And he sounds like Michael. Who better to do a Michael impersonation?
I can sound like Michael, but when I get on stage, can I be Mike? Janet can be more Mike than the kid can. The kid is unproven. What video have you seen of his?
I have seen him. He have videos
of him dancing. A whole show
of him. Yes,
or of him singing.
Google him. He says. Or look him up on YouTube.
So Google Graham face him.
Or Google Graham face him and look him up on YouTube. And then he sings with his dad and his brother. With Jermaine, his brother.
I used to sing with my mom.
And him.
Yeah, especially I beat my ass. I start singing all kind of spiritual.
This boy sounds more like Michael than I'm telling you. You wouldn't be able, if you close your eyes, you would not be able to tell the difference. You would think it was Michael singing. Vanessa Bryant.
I ain't gonna let y'all do Mike.
I'm telling you. Okay, we're gonna listen on the break or after.
Them his nephews, but they ain't from the 219, fam. I don't trust them people.
I'm telling you, we're gonna listen.
Janet.
Listen.
Okay.
Vanessa Bryant
yes.
just recently won a lawsuit. A judge agreed with her because Vanessa wants the name of the officers that released the pictures, the photos of Kobe, her daughter
at the crash site.
And the crash site. They
that was heartless. That was someone trying to capitalize.
Right, and they leaked them. Well, the judge agreed that their names can be made public.
Yeah.
So now she can add them to the lawsuit.
Right.
And everybody now will know who these officers
who it
were.
You bastard.
Yeah.
How could you just sit here and these people, man?
That was total disrespect.
Greed, fam.
And they know that if it had been their family member,
exactly,
that they would not want
give
their
people
family
time
member
to grieve and process, fam.
And even at that, afterwards, you still don't want your loved ones' pictures out there in the universe like that.
Right.
That is not how you want. I mean, that's just total disrespect. And you're right, it's all about greed. But
and real quick, Annette and Janet Mathis, Janet Webb, Annette Mathis. Now she's married. Condolences to your mom, ladies. Her friends of mine went to high school with back in Gary, Indiana. Their mom passed away Saturday. I just remembered. I just wanted to
condolences.
give those condolences.
Wow. Well, Kirk Franklin.
Yes.
And his son, his 32-year-old son.
Yes.
Acting like he's 12.
Yeah.
They're out trending right now because the son leaked. Well, he didn't leak it. He just flat out posted a recording of him and his daddy getting into it.
Yeah.
And Kirk kind of left out of the Holy Ghost character at that point.
Exactly.
And told him that he would put his foot in his ass.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
And now the boy is one to try to say, or the young man, because he's not a boy, he's a grown man.
Does he live with Kirk?
Well, no, but he's one that's been in and back and forth.
Okay, then he ain't a man.
But he's saying that he now will never feel comfortable around his dad.
Okay.
Being alone again.
Then kick rocks.
Because he's afraid that his dad is going to do something to him and stuff. But the thing about it is he thought by putting this out there that everybody was going to just jump all over.
And feel sorry for him.
Over.
You children feel entitled. You're so damn disrespectful. And then you always think it's someone else. It's always someone else's fault because everything was given to you. And so you think the world is going to give to you too. But what you don't realize, people on the other side of that door don't give a damn about you. The man you sitting in there fighting is the man that got you to 30 years old today. Continue.
Well, and then he was like, but nobody, I haven't seen anybody that took the son side. Everybody
because they so entitled,
siding
Jackie,
with Kirk.
Spoiled.
And Kirk has since come out and he did a video and he apologized and said that, you know, he went out of character and all of that. But everybody was like, you have absolutely nothing to apologize for.
First off,
you were totally 100%
why is
right.
Family business on the internet? I understand you people. I put up stuff on social media. Ain't got a damn thing to do with my family. How you got family business, fam? That's like old girl who worked for Trump. Her daughter was sneaking in. Mm-hmm. Sarah O'Connell or Connor or whatever her name was. The lady, she worked for Trump. And her daughter was recording her.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor or Connor, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Little skinny, haggly looking chick. Her husband hated Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, and now her daughter's on American. She's on American Idol
and putting all the business.
Kellyanne
Conway, and putting all the family business on the internet. And you don't get no sympathy like that. You just look like an entitled little brat.
Yeah. Now Mariah Carey is having more issues with her siblings. Last month, her sister sued her.
You told that story.
Yeah. Well, now last week, her brother had filed a lawsuit against her, too.
The brother.
So now both the brother and the sister have lawsuits against her because of this, her memoir that she put out. They're both saying that she lied about them.
Lied about what?
In her book. Well, with the brother, she's saying that she remembers these two really bad incidents where one, he was fighting with their dad. And she's saying she was a little girl, and she said that what she remembers is that there was like about 12 police officers that had to come and separate her dad and her brother.
Okay.
And then she said there was another time that she heard her brother make this really bad, loud, ugly noise, and she thought it was a gunshot, but what it was her mom. Yeah. She's saying that her brother had threw her mom so hard up against the wall that's the sound that it made.
Okay, so what he's suing for?
And so he's saying that none of that stuff is true.
Okay.
And so that's why he's suing.
He's liable against him then. I think liable is written, slander is spoken, something like that.
Yeah.
But so he's saying, 1 minute, he's saying that the things she's saying about him ain't true. Well, first off, how do you know what that person remembers from the incident that happened? 3 people can look at a car accident. Police go up to each one of them, you get 3 different stories.
But she was a child. She was a little girl. So he's trying to say that she didn't remember the story correctly. How you gonna tell me what the
hell I remember?
Because he's saying that that's not what happened.
How old was she?
I don't know how old she was.
I have memories back to being 3 and 4 years old. That's because we were free in the 60s to go out and play outside, all right, and whatnot. So I have fond memories back to that time. I remember when my real dad fell down the stairs, broke his leg. I wouldn't go get my mom because screw you. Quit yelling at my mom.
Well, like with the sister, she was saying that she gave her drugs and stuff, and they were like, no, that didn't happen.
That. Yeah.
So this has been Jackie O with your PushGapRadio.com entertainment report. It's going to be a matter of she say, he.
Yeah, but if that's the way she remembers it, that's the way she remembers it. Push Gap, Dallas. That's sad.
PushGapRadio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet station.
Shit about burning the Football Hall of Fame, about burning the Target. You broke the contract when you killed us in the streets and didn't give a fuck. You broke the contract when for 400 years we played your game and built your wealth. Why do you burn down your own neighborhood? It's not ours. We don't own anything. We don't own anything. Trevor Noah said it so beautifully last night. There's a social contract that we all have. That if you steal or if I steal, then the person who is the authority comes in and they fix the situation. But the person who fixes the situation is killing us. So the social contract is broken. And if the social contract is broken, why the f*** do I give a shit about burning the Football Hall of Fame, about burning the Target? You broke the contract when for 400 years we played your game and built your wealth. You broke the contract when we built our wealth again on our own, by our bootstraps in Tulsa, and you dropped bombs on us. When we built it in Rosewood, and you came in and you slaughtered us. You broke the contract, so your target.
Yes.
Your Hall of Fame. As far as I'm concerned, they could burn this bitch to the ground. And it still wouldn't be enough. And they are lucky that what black people are looking for is equality and not revenge.
PushGapRadio.com.
Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. We're internet famous, just not real life hot. We're PushGapRadio.com. Duncanville, Dallas, Fort Worth.
You give it Sunday, baby.
Here's Prescott on second down. Over the middle, it's caught for a touchdown, and it's Cooper for 6. Now pointed out by Juszczyk, they're going to throw it. Into the end zone, wide open. It is a touchdown for the rookie Samuel. Here's the handoff to Henry. Touchdown.
You're listening to PushGapRadio.com NFL Locker Room Report with J Mac.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome back yet again. The Mac Man with the PushGapRadios.com Locker Room Report. J-Mac, what's the business?
It's been a long time.
Yes, sir. You can blame that. You can blame that on. No, sir. No, sir.
Change gonna come.
No, sir. Not like that.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, you can blame it on the Texas winter storm. But real quick before we get started, guys, we'd like to again salute to Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest to ever do it, fam. And we just wanted to give that J-Mac, get him.
Man, we got a lot to get done here. We missed a little bit of time, but you know what? Let's go ahead and go straight into the NFL. We got NBA basketball. We got WNBA basketball. We got the baseball. And you know the tournament time is coming.
Yes, sir.
Got some information for you on that. But let's go ahead and start off with the NFL. Now, you know that it's that salary cap. Let's go ahead and start off with the salary cap. Now, you realize the NFL salary cap is normally pretty up there. But this year, it's actually at it's $182.5 million. That's every team's cap this year.
Wow.
Took an 8% drop.
Man, that's pretty big hit.
Yes, it is. So that probably plays a pretty bit of a role when it comes to free agency. And I don't think it's going to stop too many folks to make that money.
Right.
But we're going to talk about a couple of contracts in just a bit. But let's go ahead and talk about one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Yes, Drew Brees.
Yes, sir. The greatness.
He finally decided to call it quits. He did a little special with his kids on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
Which was really nice and sweet. If you haven't gotten a chance to check that out.
True greatness, Mr. Brees. True greatness.
20 years in the game, 42 years old. He is the career passing leader at 80,000.
Wow.
358 yards. Ranked number 2 all time
when
it comes to touchdown with 571 TDs. Boy, I tell you, the band is a bad man.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
He's a bad man.
He went down there and truly turned New Orleans around, fam.
Yes, he did. You know, when folks doubted him and they said that he wasn't going to be able to do anything after that, I guess it was considered as a Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
They said that he was going to be washed up, and look at him now.
Look at you now.
Greatest of all time.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, he's going to be first ballot.
And he got a ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially right after what happened with Katrina.
Yes.
It was a perfect time, and they needed to find some way to build that city. And let me tell you, Sean Payton and Drew Brees have definitely done that.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about some money. For you youngsters, that's called $1 million man right there. Okay.
That's right.
The San Francisco 49ers went ahead and did a nice little deal with cornerback Emmanuel Mosley. They gave him a 2-year deal extension worth $10.1 million.
Right.
So that's going to be a nice little check right there.
Oh, yes, sir. A nice little piece of change.
All righty then. Also, the Texans made a little bit of a trade for Bernardrick McKinney to the Dolphins for linebacker Shaq Lawson.
Yes,
they
sir.
also get a couple of that was a nice little move right there. The Texans have been in questionable situations right now.
Yeah, Shaq Lawson,
so you don't
a bad
know
boy.
What direction?
Right.
Yeah, it is. But the question is, are the Texans? What are they going to do with their quarterback situation? Don't know. We really don't know. But it looks like they're trying to make some type of movement in there on the defensive side. So
That's right.
We'll see what they're going to do with that one. Also, Miami will be sending a 2021 6th-round pick as well. The Green Bay Packers re-signed Aaron Jones, the running back. That's a bad
Aaron Jones. He looked real good last season.
Yes, he did. He earned his 4-year deal worth $48 million, $13 million signing bonus.
That's right.
The Packers are going to be still around. All right. So I got to go ahead and talk about the elephant is in the room.
That right.
Let's go ahead and talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott.
25 years of losing. Pretty much. Okay. That's your Dallas Cowboys. Right? Niggas is bums, nigga.
Man, it's a tough thing to do, man. I'm just saying this, though. But, they went ahead and worked out a deal, $160 million for 4 years. 120 plus is guaranteed, so he's getting paid.
Right.
But here's a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How much did Jerry Jones, when Jerry Jones bought the team in 1989, how much do you think he paid for the Dallas Cowboys?
About $120 million. $140 million.
$140 million. You realize
because when he bought the team, I was there for the 1-15 season. Feet up on the rail on the 50-yard line. The CFO at our company had tickets and gave them to me and some guys. And so, I knew everything about the deal when it went on, and I just knew Jimmy was amazing, and he turned out to be what I thought he was. I'm a diehard Bears fan, but I'm a Jimmy Johnson fan.
I have to admit that, too. I most definitely do. Let's go ahead and talk about another extension. How about your Chicago Bears?
That's right. It's about time you got to the good stuff there, boy.
Yeah. The Chicago Bears went ahead and re-signed defensive end Mario Edwards Jr. They went ahead and finalized his deal for 3 years, worth $11.5 million.
That's right.
Now, of course, Edwards is only 27 years old with a career high of 4 sacks with 15 games for the Chicago Bears last season.
Yeah.
Of course, he went through. I have to admit, your Bears just make me wonder about them. But you know what? I think this is a good move, even though Edwards has had his moments of some issues.
We just trying to solidify the defense. Then at that point, we do not give up Khalil Mack. Give a damn about none of that. And get a decent quarterback. The Bears are like the Cowboys. They scared to get a black quarterback. 2 minutes, J-Man. Yeah, they don't want to get a black quarterback. That's all it is. Don't want to pay him.
Hopefully, like I said, they can be able to work something out. Of course, Edwards is going to be missing the first 2 games due to the performance enhancement drug policy of the NFL. So he will be missing 2 games of the new 2021 season.
That's right.
Man, when we come back, we got more coming at you. We got the Texas Rangers. We got the WNBA draft, the Dallas Wings.
All right.
Boy, let me tell you. And of course, the NCAA tournament is right around the corner.
Get your brackets ready, baby. Get your brackets ready, mine.
Yes,
that's what that is. Real quick, back again. Big shout out to the greatness that was marvelous Marvin Hagler, mine. Hagler was born May 23rd, 1954, died March 13th of 2021, and we just wanted to tip our hats, mine. I remember when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard. This guy here was just super freaking amazing. Middleweight champion from 1980 to 87. And we just wanted to pay props to that. That's J-Mac with your PushGapRadios.com locker room report. Coming up on the other side, he going to get into that March Madness. Because what I'm going to do this week is break J-Mac's brackets. PushGapRadios.com. PushGapRadio.com is the bangingest thing in the game. Yeah, I'm going to break your brackets there, boy. I'm going to show you who know what's really going on. With them brackets there, boy.
about that.
I had to do a little
We'll see
research, though,
about
J Mac. But yeah, you still got to have it filled out by Wednesday, right?
By Wednesday, yes. By Wednesday, we'll tell you exactly how to enter in the bracket with the truth.
That's what that is. PushGapRadios.com, banging this thing in the game. From Grand Rapids, Michigan to Dallas, Texas. Push Gap, Dallas.
In Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, we're PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadios.com. Listen to us now. Believe us later. PushGapRadio.com.
Dallas, baby. Believe me now.
So yes, we need to validate and have documentation on every person. You need to qualify for it. You don't just get to walk up and say, trust me, we was from there. It don't work that way. Now, the other thing is we also have to establish the point that we need to be compensated for. And this is going to be an important thing. Even the scholars who claim that they support reparations, I'm telling y'all they got it wrong. Because we're not doing the calculation correctly. Most of the scholars I've seen have been counting from 1865 forward. And that's wrong. Your ancestors didn't go into slavery in 1865 or 1860. We need to count back all the way to when this thing began. You are not owed for 160 years. You are owed for somewhere closer to 460 years, and we're not going to let them short us on the time. We got to go all the way back. You owe me for 460 years, and you going to short me 300 years. No, got to go all the way back. All the way back from the beginning. You don't get to short the time. Oh, no, you going to pay every dime. Now we got to go on to something else because there are damages to be added up into this. Oh, yes, we are going 720 degrees. There are damages that need to be included in this because if your great-great-great-great-grandfather worked himself to death and died on the plantation, that's wrongful death. It's not just murder. It is also wrongful death. If you worked him to death, you owe me for his death. Cut the check.
PushGapRadio.com. Black media that's relevant to you. PushGapRadio.com. The P. Diddy of urban internet radio.
For Jackie O.
From Duncanville to Richardson and back to Funky Town. From Lakers to the sea to here and even Agtown.
I hit Big T on Sunday to catch Q.
What's going on? This your girl Mozart. Chilling here with my girl Jackie O.
Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, it's Push Gap Radio.
And now, with your PushGapRadio.com entertainment report.
Oak Cliff, Highland Hills, Pleasant Grove, Keystone Pope. That's a couple hoods that be reppin' for the 214.
Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
What up, y'all? This is Jackie. Oak Cliff in South Dallas, west of Pleasant Grove.
Rep your city. Tell them how you really feel.
Shaka Ford won in the main event with me, the Queen Bee. Jackie O. Only on PushGapRadio.com.
It's the hottest combination in the urban internet game. Dallas, baby.
You just shot to number one on your internet radio dial. Shaka Ford won in the main event only on PushGapRadio.com.
Well, looks like Jennifer Lopez
Yes.
and Alex Rodriguez either may or may not be at the end of their little 4-year.
Because A-Rod ain't Diddy.
Well, Diddy definitely didn't last long. Diddy didn't even.
He was in the game. It don't matter.
Diddy didn't even get to the engagement part. At least she has been engaged to Lopez to Alex Rodriguez for 2 years.
Yeah, she have, but I mean, put a ring on it. What B would have said.
Rumor had it that they two had broken up and were no longer going to get married because they actually were they postponed the marriage, the wedding twice, but they put it off. They say coronavirus.
Right.
Well, since the word has come out that they are no longer engaged, they have since come forward and say that that's not true, that they are still together, but they are in counseling trying to work it out. They have some things to work out.
Too old to be in damn counseling.
She's in a whole nother country right now making a movie.
And he was somewhere else.
He was in Miami
on the phone.
He was in Miami chilling on the boat. Yeah, the rumor has it that there's this, I think she's on a reality show or some weekly program, but it's another female that allegedly
ain't J-Lo on
Alex,
one of the Masked Singer shows or something?
No, she was on one of a dance.
I can see
show.
your. Oh, she was on one of the dance show. Hey, it's so many of them out
reality
doing COVID.
show. Yeah, but with A-Rod, he's accused in the media of talking to this other lady via Instagram and things like that, where the lady has since come forward and say that he did not physically cheat on his fiance.
Right.
But they did have several conversations on the phone where he had called her on different occasions, but she was saying that it was all innocent.
Probably.
But in the statement that Jennifer and Alex put out saying that they were still together and working things out, they did make it a note that it did not involve any other people outside of the relationship.
Why you gotta tell folk your damn business anyway?
They don't have to, but I guess they decided to try to squelch all the rumors and all of the things. Now, because a lot of people are in folk business, you know?
Yeah, and most of that stuff is staged anyway, the marriages and whatnot. Man, you don't love that person, man. Come on, man. Because isn't my boy dating Michael B. Jordan? Ain't he dating Steve Harvey's daughter?
He's dating Steve Harvey's adopted daughter. But now Michael B. Jordan is recently, glad you said that, come out with a statement, and he's upset with everybody that thinking that he and Lori Harvey's relationship is all for PR purposes.
Ain't that what I just said?
And he's like, no, that is not the case. It's a real relationship.
And that's hot, but didn't she just go from Diddy's son to Diddy? And
so she's had a lot of...
she's been around the block.
Oh, she's been around the block, and she's
in
her
mileage.
20s.
She got mileage on that wow.
Yeah, she got some mileage. She's following in her mom's footsteps.
Yeah, because she a hustler, too.
Apparently. Now, Master P...
That's her.
Recently revealed that, he was saying that, everybody is aware that in the previous years, he has desired to purchase an NBA basketball team.
Yeah.
And now he has switched gears and he has decided now he wants to buy an HBCU. He's saying that...
And do they let you do that?
Well, he's saying that, they're not on equal playing ground with the other universities and the colleges and things.
Right.
And he wants black children to have the same opportunity as everybody else do to have great education so that they could, do things with themselves. So he's thinking that people should invest in HBCUs, and that's where they should be putting their money.
They say he's with Baron Davis, and they're in talks.
Because he's saying that it's called the God is Good, join the movement. Because he's real dead ass serious about it.
Right.
But that would be a good thing, and they recently just got endorsed by
Reebok.
the NBA.
Well, yeah, they wanted to buy Reebok for 2.4 something out of Reebok.
Yes, so
for $2.4 billion, him and Baron Davis were talking about buying Reebok.
Right. Now, during the All-Star game, the league generated $3 million that's going to be used to promote the HBCUs, the colleges and the universities. So at least somebody is trying to step up, and besides just Dion is just started a revolution.
Prime time.
Yeah, so
Prime doing big things out that way, man. And then, like I said, it's going to trickle down, because if all the blue chip athletes went to a HBCU, the camera's following too. The reason HBCU ain't got no school, youngster, because you taking your talent over there. Of course, they got nice gyms and workout facilities and places to eat and nice buses, because the money coming there because you there.
Mm-hmm.
Take your ass down there with prime time and see don't the cameras and the money follow prime time.
Now, I don't get into sports a whole lot because that's J-Mac's thing, but I know this part of the gossipy stuff be, more so me.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing is one of the former basketball players that I am
Georgetown, baby.
With. Right, because that was Georgetown during the time
Them Hoya days.
when Michael Jordan had played for North Carolina.
Yep.
So I was kind of paying attention back then because that's Ralph Sampson and
check you out.
all those guys. So I was paying attention back then. But anyway, he's upset.
Still got that little cheat sheet again.
No, but Patrick Ewing is upset because he's seeing it. He recently was in Madison Square Garden, and the security kept accosting him over his credentials and kept giving him, Patrick Ewing, a hard time about who he was in the Madison Square
Square Garden.
Yeah.
Man, Patrick Ewing on Madison Square Garden. Fam, how you going? That's
and
Patrick
basically
Ewing.
that's what he said. He was like, "This, I'm thinking that this is my arena." And they was treating him like he was some Joe Blow off the street.
You know what that remind me of? The Whoopi Goldberg movie.
What?
Eddie, when she was the basketball. She was the basketball coach, right?
Yeah.
And they was in Madison
that.
Square Garden.
Yes.
And then they fired off these fireworks when old boy took over the team. And I think it was Earl Monroe's jersey got burned. It's Earl Monroe's jersey. That's Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
How in the hell you got fired on the spot, fam?
But
you know Patrick Ewing, dude.
But this is a history for that stadium because remember a few years ago, Charles Oakley he got into it with the owner, and he ended up in blows with the security, and he ended up going to jail.
Yeah.
The night he was there, and then Spike Lee, and Spike Lee is always at the game, sitting ringside and stuff,
and always came through his little special entrance back there.
Exactly. So he had an incident where they, for his special entrance, and stuff. So this
said he wasn't coming back.
Exactly,
and like as you just stated. That boy
was always ringside. And
diehard.
He was paying a pretty penny for that ring, those ringside seats.
And right now, I don't know who worse: the New York Knicks or the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey,
can't say nothing. Hey, what?
Watch out there now.
Okay.
Don't be messing with the Cowboys. We got Dak coming back. Don't be messing with the Cowboys.
It's always a nigga coming back. It's always next year.
That's all right. Don't be hating. Kanye.
Yes.
Kanye and Kim. Kanye has cut Kim off from being able to just pick up the phone and call him.
That's right.
He changed all his phone numbers and everything.
Yes.
And told Kim that if she needed to get in touch with him,
go through my people.
She needed to go through his security.
Go through my people.
She needed to call the security.
That's right.
Call security.
Because it's going to get ugly.
Now, he's spending a lot of time with the kids, and what he does is he goes to the home that Kim is going to keep and raise the children. But he have requested that during the time that he's there visiting the children, that Kim leave.
Then it's called unsupervised.
Actually, that she already be gone away from the house so that I guess he don't have to see her.
Exactly.
But the kid, they have a slew of nannies, so really there's no shift in the caring of the kids. It's just a shift in the parents. She leaves before he gets there, and then he leaves before
her flight
she gets
leaves
back.
at 8. Her flight lands at 9. My game just rewind.
But like I said last week, she have no problems with him spending time with the kids because his record has shown that he's a very good dad, just as she is a good mom.
Absolutely.
So if it works for him, it works for them. Because in the divorce, even though they're not divorced yet, but they're total opposite from Dr. Dre and his wife. Whereas,
because she's in the business. She cuts her own loot. Dr. Dre, wife, just
Well, what Kim and Kanye decided to do is what's his is his, what's hers is hers.
Exactly.
She got the house that they had that he, was doing all these things to.
The Yeezy money.
But she's going to keep it because that's what the kids are used to. And so there's
as well as should be. I mean, the kids haven't done anything, but that kind of Hollywood lifestyle. You're all out in the limelight, and people all in your business. Man, I can't do it. I don't care how much you offer me to do a reality show. At this stage in my life, fam, no. Back in the day, when I was hyper, wouldn't sleep for 3 days, I could let you tag along. That is the Jackie O Entertainment
When you was
Report
hyper.
on the Bangers on your Urban Internet Radio game.
Thought somebody was chasing you in your sleep the other night. This has been Jackie O.
Shut up, Jackie.
PushGapRadio.com Entertainment Report. I was like, damn.
No.
Between getting kicked and getting hit, I didn't know what was going on.
Wait a minute.
Help me.
Let me take that part. I'm gonna mute that part.
I needed some help.
I'm not gonna even put the Joe Little. You telling folk my business. Now, what if I start telling some folk your business over there? Okay, you sleep kind of funny yourself. Okay.
All up under my husband.
No. Jackie sleep like an S, okay? So even if you trying to be anyway, we're here to tell you people our business. Banging this thing in the Urban Internet Radio game. PushGapRadios.com.
Dallas, baby.
Prescott on second down. Over the middle, it's caught for a touchdown, and it's Cooper for 6. Now pointed out by Juszczyk to get through. Into the end zone, wide open. It is a touchdown for the rookie Samuel. Taft. Here's the handoff to Henry. Touchdown.
You're listening to PushGapRadios.com NFL Locker Room Report with J Mac.
PushGapRadios.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Back again with another segment of the J-Mac PushGapRadio.com Locker Room Report. Man, give them the lowdown on Prime Time down there at Jackson State. Love what Prime Time is doing.
Man, it's been a huge impact for historical black colleges. You know, of course, the NBA donated almost $4 million last week due to the All-Star game, which was a huge amount of things. But you know what? Let's talk about some football, the college football breakfast. So Jackson State went up against Mississippi State. Right. Now, of course, Mississippi State had some COVID issues that they weren't able to start their season until now. So, of course, Prime got them boys balling. When you got the quarterback doing the prime time dance, you know you in trouble. They went ahead and topped off Michigan. They went ahead and topped off Mississippi State 43-7. The other team that's also undefeated, Fairview A&M, went up against Grambling, who is 0-2. Grambling.
Yeah, Grambling getting mopped.
Fairview is 2-0.
Right.
Yeah, Fairview was 2-0. They went ahead and defeated Grambling 17-10. Now, the matchup that's going to be kind of cool is Sunday, March 28th. Fairview A&M will be going up against Jackson State on ESPNU at 4 p.m.
And I'm trying to catch that. Definitely. Yes, sir.
Yes, you got to catch that. You got to catch
Prime Time doing great things for HBCUs. I'm just
saying.
Yeah, I got his back all the way. I truly support him. Like I said, I myself going to buy some Jackson State paraphernalia, man.
True indeed. Real quick, it is preseason for baseball.
That's right.
We're gonna the Texas Rangers will be going up against the Cincinnati Reds on Thursday. Also, the Cubbies going up against the Indians, or should I say Cleveland now?
That's right.
Also on Thursday.
Clean it up.
Also, the defending champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers, will be going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks, also on Thursday. 4:00 game starts.
Right.
Now, let's go ahead and talk about the WNBA draft, which is coming up pretty soon. So here's the deal. I want to talk about the Dallas Wings really quick. The Dallas Wings, they have gone through a lot of problems these last 5 years.
Right.
They have a decent team. They fall apart. They get a new coach. They fire the coach.
Right.
Coach don't last. Last year they're let's just say they haven't been doing too well.
I was waiting for you to put it so succinctly.
Well, I try my best, but unfortunately, it's hard to say.
Hey, you a bum, man. Go practice more. Hell, all this participation trophy crap. Practice more. Nobody care about none of that.
It is what it is.
I guess.
Of course, the WNBA has 12 teams, so what's going to happen is this: the Dallas Wings have made so many moves to be aggressive this year.
Mm-hmm.
The player that they're actually looking at is going to be Charlotte Collier, who plays for Texas University. She is actually a top player of the draft. Now, check this out. Are you ready? Are you ready for the draft picks? Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Dallas Wings have the number 1 pick, the number 2 pick, the number 5 pick, the number 7 pick.
Man.
This is all in the first round.
They got 3 teams playing?
Yes. And they also have the number 13 pick going into the second round. They are going to be very aggressive. They made a lot of aggressive moves
if you make the
offseason.
correct draft picks. Don't just because you got picks, you ain't Jimmy Johnson.
Well, I'm just saying that I think they're going to do quite well in the draft because, like I said, the young lady in Texas, she is a high prospect. And also, I just can't see them not doing well after this.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
if you make the correct moves. Yeah, if you make the right moves, you're going to be Gucci with them many picks.
Yes,
so you said how many picks they got? 4?
Yeah. So, you have that.
That's a whole squad.
Yeah, that's a starting 5 right there. There's a starting 5.
Yeah, you can get them 4 in the janitor. Exactly.
Let's go ahead and talk about
you got a whole squad, man.
Let's talk about the college bracket, okay, really quick.
Yes, all
right, so the men's bracket has been complete. We've got it. It's here. Oh, yes, it's here. Yes, it's here.
Hold it up again so they can steal some of your picks.
No, these are okay. Now these.
Oh, you just got the blank drag. Okay, you just got the
this
bracket.
is the blank page right here. So you'll be able to check that out.
Thought you filled it out.
Yeah, well, no, I actually did. On
another one
on our pushgapradio.com's bracket.
Okay.
So how you
can't
do
wait
that
to
is
see
you
that.
go to you have to go to ESPN brackets. Go to our group name for the men's bracket. It's going to be Who Dat Game Night Men 21. Okay. On Who Dat Game Night Men's 21.
Right.
For the men's bracket. Well, women's bracket, once they get that solidified later on today, we'll also have that for you as well because you'll be able to get the women's bracket on ESPN tonight at 7 p.m.
That's what that is.
All right. Also, if you want to go to PGR Locker Room, you can also be able to link onto the bracket as well. The first games that are going to be jumping off, because you have to have teams that play to get in. Appalachian State will be going against Norfolk State.
Right.
On Thursday. They're also Drake and Wichita State will be playing as well. And then Texas Southern will also be playing against St. Mary's. And then, of course, UCLA will be going up against Michigan State.
Yeah,
all these teams have to fight
Spartans,
their way to
baby.
get into the bracket.
That's your squad, ain't it? Michigan State.
It is.
I know you're up there in Grand
State
Rapids. I know you swinging either for the blue or the Spartans.
I'm all green, but I was disappointed. I was disappointed that Michigan lost to Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's just that's just one thing you don't do. Baylor University is going to be the number 1 team in the South Division.
Oh,
Ohio
really?
State is Ohio State will be the number 2 in the South Division as well. North Texan got in, and they're ranked number 13 in the South.
Yes,
well,
very
they'll be
proud
going against Purdue
of UNT,
Yes,
University of North Texas. Outstanding job, baby.
Yes, it's good to know that somebody, especially that close in the North Texas area is actually in.
Well, Baylor down the street, but it ain't the same as being UNT or TCU or SMU.
But Baylor has been knocking at the door.
Oh, yeah.
This may be their year.
Baylor has been knocking, yes.
Yes, Illinois will be a number 1 team in the Midwest Division, and also Houston is number 1 in the Midwest as well.
Right.
They'll be squaring up against Cleveland State, and Illinois will be going against Drexel. And also in the East, Michigan University, of course, one of the number 16 teams will have to win in to go up against them. They're actually the number 1 team in the East, and the number 2 team will be Alabama. They'll be squaring up against and the number 15 team, Ionia. So let's talk about the West Side.
2 minutes.
The number 2, Ohio, is going up against Grand Canyon. Now, don't
who the
sleep
hell is
on
Grand Canyon?
Iowa. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Canyon.
Like, I ain't never heard that before. Yeah, they going up against. They made it into the tournament for the West. Iowa's number 2. It's the number 2 team in the West, and the number 1 team, who's also the number 1 team in the nation, who has not lost the game yet. That's right, Gonzaga.
Yeah, I love
the
Gonzaga.
Number 1 team in the West and also in the entire bracket. They are highly favored to win this bracket.
I remember when Gonzaga first started coming out was in the mid-90s. No one had ever heard of Gonzaga. And now, here it is 20 years, 30 years later, boy. Gonzaga stepped their game up, and nobody knew who Gonzaga was. Love Gonzaga.
Right. All the games will be in Indiana, so therefore that'll be due to the COVID. So they're actually doing their own version of the bubble. Of this thing. So there won't be a lot. There won't be all the traveling. Some, to do the protocol of the COVID-19.
Well, hopefully all of that works. That's J Mac with your PushGapRadios.com locker room report, and get your brackets ready. Tell them again real quick, J Mac, where they can go find the bracket.
You can go to ESPN, go type up group name. It's going to be Aunt Who Dat Game Night Men 21. For the women's
I'll put that
bracket,
down here.
Of course, we have to wait.
Yes.
Yep. As far as the women's bracket, it's going to be, we're not going to know until after Monday, 7 p.m.
That's what that is.
I'll make sure I'll send a link on PGR Locker Room
PushGapRadio.com
on Facebook for you guys to get all that.
That's what that is. Shaka 401 in the main event with Jackie O on PushGapRadios.com. Accelerate your wow factor, baby. PushGap Radios, Dallas.
PushGapRadio.com. We finna take over this town like street sweepers.
That's gangsta.
Welcome to the party, pal.
PushGapRadio.com.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Don't knock the hustle, baby.
Are you real?
PushGapRadio.com, Dallas Fort Worth. The tipping thing. And I'm finished.
Might help to know that you're sleepy.
It might help to know what the hell we're about to talk about. Let me finish up on reparations for black people. Here are 5 things we need. The black agenda must address black people and only black people. Number 2, black society's top priority is economic empowerment. Number 3, make dismantling of systemic white supremacy public policy. That's in the schools, that's in the courtrooms, that's in the jobs, that's in housing. Because if color didn't matter, why in the hell is it on the application? The number 4 thing we need to do, white supremacists and police violence is a human right violation. Number 5, schools can no longer be weaponized against black children. We need some help here, people. We need what's owed to us, no more, no less. See, we're creative people. How can somebody tell you stupid, yet and still you couldn't read, you couldn't write, and made some of the greatest inventions on the world? Because it's about brain power. You know, the perfect show that epitomizes that, where not your color, but what you do gets you ahead? Bridgerton.
Yes.
Love damn Bridgerton. In Bridgerton, your color does not matter. These people don't even say a damn thing about color in the whole show. They just move along about their lives like it should be here. But for someone to be on top, someone has to be on the bottom. So,
but you know what? Even though there was not any other color in the movie, but another movie that never ever mentioned color was Coming to America.
Exactly. You just say nothing. I mean, just because I'm dark skinned does not mean I'm dumber than you. You're white. Doesn't make you smarter than an Asian. doesn't make you any smarter than a Hispanic. When the four of you, the white guy, the black guy, the Hispanic guy, and the Asian guy, sit down at the desk to take a test, who studied the best working up to the test? Now, if the black guy studied all week long and then through the night and in the morning and he was prepared, and you tried to cram this morning because he's black, it's a problem? I don't get it. Mm-hmm. So that's what that is. The reparations thing, please, just give us our loot and leave us alone. And that's why you killed Dr. King. He took his people into a burning house, which means, why did I drag my people in here to be with people who already hate us? And we screwed us, basically. I hate to admit it. You picked the best of the best out of our communities. And then when it came to leadership, you killed them or destroyed their name, character assassination. Those you didn't kill, you put in prison. Those you didn't put in prison, the smart ones, you gave a job. Cut the head, the body, a fall.
Burn down Black Wall Street.
Anything that was for our benefit and for our good. It's gone because you people can't handle it. When we got out of slavery, our houses were better than theirs. Our churches were better than theirs. Everything. Mr. Charlie don't like niggas, but he sure need niggas' dollars to pay his bills. Mr. Brown down here got a stove that the nigger folk go through. So one night, Mr. Charlie and his coward ass buddies come in here and burn down Mr. Brown's house. Mr. Brown and his family live upstairs in this store. You bomb churches, and then you convince the world that we're the demons. It's just sad. Give us our reparations. Leave us alone. See, it's not the fact, like Dave Chappelle showed, if niggas got reparations.
And what was it? One state did. It is, wasn't it?
Illinois.
North Carolina?
One of them, mine. They playing. Because you got to understand something. Reparations is a federal matter. The federal government enslaved these people and wrote laws against these people. Ain't no state got nothing to do with it. And you can't say, well, that was so long ago. The same government's still there. Just different dumbass faces. The American government ain't went nowhere. The same government was there when they enslaved people. It's the same government was there when they released black people. It's the same government was there when they did Jim Crow on black people. And the same government was there when black people was getting killed in the street. Then it's the same damn government need to give me my reparations.
And
racism.
I was going to say, and as rampant as they are with the racism right now,
right?
That's something that you know that they're not going to even try to talk about. They don't even want to give people money to live right now.
Sure don't, Jackie.
I mean, there's no reason why they should be having to go back and fight for this every 2 to 3 months.
Yep.
When
to get another damn pay.
And then it's like they can't just quickly go in there and get anything done. They have to argue.
And speaking of the racist history of tipping, you might not think of tipping as a legacy of slavery, but it has a far more racialized history than most Americans realize. Tipping originated in feudal Europe and was imported back to the United States by American travelers eager to seem sophisticated. The practice spread throughout the country after the Civil War as U.S. employers, largely in the hospitality sector, looked for ways to avoid paying formerly enslaved workers. One of the most notorious examples came from the Pullman Train Company, which hired newly freed African-American men as porters. Rather than paying them a real wage, Pullman provided the black porters with just a meager pittance, forcing them to rely on tips from their white clientele for most of their pay. Several states sought to end the practice in the early 1900s, often in recognition of its racist roots. We may live in a very different society from 150 years ago, but the sub-minimal tip wage still exasperates the inequalities passed down from that time. Workers in the restaurant industry are far more likely to be poor or near poor than the general population. Sure, upscale restaurants are where wealthy patrons offer servers good tips on expensive menu items can provide a good living, but those jobs are far and few in between and dominated by white men.
That's true, because if you think about it, like places like the Sonic and stuff like that, they pay their people, they
like $3,
$3, yeah.
Dallas. And then I worked on tips, limo driver, fam, and then when Uber got here,
exactly.
You think we should give up tipping?
Well, not if that's what people's livelihood is depending on.
Well,
because
I don't care about that. Look at your people over there at damn Saltgrass. They don't deserve no tip.
Well, no, some people don't deserve a tip, but I mean, you tip accordingly. But, it shouldn't be dependent on tips for people to be able to pay their bills.
Mine go like this. Every time you mess up, I take $1.
Well,
every time you see I need something to drink, I take $1. Every time you don't see if I need something else, I take $1. Am I ready to go? I take $1. You don't check nothing? Jackie likes to go to Saltgrass here in Cedar Hill, Texas, off of 67 and bloop. And yeah, they got them youngsters over there. Customer service is deplorable. Now, tell them about Norma's Cafe.
They have the best customer service.
Middle-aged women who know what customer service is, baby. We went to Saltgrass on a Friday, and the next day went to Norma's Cafe in Dallas, Texas. And when I tell you, the customer service, 2 minutes, customer service was different as night and day.
Yes. Big
Them
difference.
youngsters don't care. Them youngsters can go back and stay in mama house. These middle-aged women, black and white,
coming
Norma's
through
Cafe
the door
in Oak Cliff. Look them up.
Yep.
Look them up.
Great customer service. Every
Google
single
Graham
one
face.
of them is gonna speak.
Yep.
They're right on top of. They're just right on top of it. Food is just excellent.
That's what that is. Thank you for making a part of our world, a part of your world. Thank you guys for riding with us.
Yes.
Thank you for checking out the videos.
Hey,
that
Nikki.
We have up and whatnot. What's going on, Nikki, up there in the gun roost? Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. Of course, we'll be back next week, but until then, Jackie O.
Yes, y'all listen to us every Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time at KYBNradio.com or
KYBN Radio 98.1 in Mountain View, California FM, but you ain't gonna hear it if you don't live in Mountain View, California.
and then again on demand at PushGapRadios with an S.com.
That's what that is. Rubber Buggy Baby Boomer Radio. You're talking about it, we're talking about it. Banging this thing in the game. PushGapRadios.com. We online, on point, and on the freaking money. Banging this podcast in the game. The only somebody who don't know it is the person that you did not tell. We're Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. Hey, don't keep us a secret.
Dallas, baby. And we're out.
Okay. You think we should have got rid of the tipping though? You think they should get rid of tipping?
No.
Because you
absolutely not.
You like them tips when I was bringing them home?
Ooh, child. Yes, sir.
In Dallas, baby. And we out.
Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadio.com, the power is in the name.
PushGapRadio.com. Extraordinary urban entertainment. I wish we were still pushing the hip hop from back in the Gap, man.
PushGapRadio.com. We finna take over this town like street sweepers.
Yes, gangsta.